G'day and welcome to another Pokemon Go video. So jumping into Go Battle League, and as you can see, currently an ace trainer with a ranking of 2243. So if you're new to the channel, please subscribe if you like the content, and if you want to see some more. Really helps to grow the base and keeps me motivated. So let's move right along. So currently we've got all three leagues open at the moment. So we've got Great, Ultra and Master. I'm going to jump into the Ultra League and run Talonflame with Incinerate, Flame Charge and Brave Bird, Venusaur with Vine Whip, Frenzy Plant and Sludge Bomb, and Lapras with Ice Shard, Surf and Ice Beam. So I'm running Ice Beam over Skull Bash just because it's got a little bit more play against dragons, against grass, than if I was running Skull Bash. So let's jump into the first one and see how we go. So Talonflame on the lead into Galarian Stunfisk. So this is going to be an XL Stunfisk there, but as long as and got the extra Incinerate in there, so I'm going to have to shield this up because it's going to be a Rock Slide, and Rock Slide's going to do immense amount of damage here. So going to look to overfarm just a fraction here because I was waiting for them to swap out to see if they wanted to or not. So they're not swapping out, so I'm just going to throw this Flame Charge here and start racking up a little bit of extra damage there. So got the shield on that first one, so going to go straight into the second one here. We'll see if they want to shield up a second time. Really good to get that first shield because now this Flame Charge is going to be doing more damage, and not quite able to KO from that range, which is very unfortunate. So I'm going to have to shield up myself. So Rock Slide's coming through. Mud Shots are going to do absolutely nothing. And then they decide to swap out into their own Talonflame there. Got to count these charge moves. So I think that's number 3. So that was the Incinerate number 3. And it takes 3 to get to either a Brave Bird or a Flame Charge. And obviously I've got no shields left. So I'm going to have to let it go regardless. So Flame Charge comes through. There's 2. And then I'll throw the Surf here. We'll see if they want to shield this up or not. They do have obviously 1 shield left, and I do suspect, yeah, so shielding that one up, which is fine. And then they're going to throw into another move here. So if this is the Brave Bird, this is going to KO, but it's another Flame Charge, so that's interesting. A little bit of lag there. But I am able to get to another charge move, which is absolutely outstanding. I don't know whether I'm in range. So not quite in range to take out the... not quite in range to take out the Talonflame, but then they've swapped. So it should be interesting here. So Talonflame swapped it in. So now it's been... Well, it's got no boost, so I'm in a much nicer position. Had they just thrown that charge move, that would have KO'd, and I would have been in a really bad spot. So I'm really glad they decided to swap out, try and catch a move on my on the Galarian Stunfisk, and then came in with the debuff and was able to take that game. So a bit of a misplay there, a bit of a lucky one for me. Yeah, but happy days, able to take game number 1. So in that situation, they should have just thrown the Brave Bird, and they would have won that game. But they didn't, so happy days for me. So jumping into this next one, and it's Melmetal. So everyone thinks that this is a good matchup for Talonflame, but it's really not. So Melmetal's running electric and rock type moves, but thankfully they decided to swap that out. So I'm going to be able to come in with my Venusaur here and throw the Frenzy Plant. Frenzy Plant is not going to be enough to KO, but it's going to get it really close if they decide not to shield. Yeah, so they've decided not to shield. And then I do know that if they throw an Ice Beam here, this is going to KO my Venusaur, and it is the Ice Beam, so that's going to take it out, but that's fine. It means that I will be able to come in with my... So I'm going to let the switch clock count down a little bit here. I'll come in with the... Talonflame and should be able to, yes, able to charge that down. So then I'm just going to go straight for the flame charges here, because let's boost it up and get some energy here, see what they want to do. So they've still got 2 shields, so I'm going to just throw into the flame charge again, because I do not want, well, I want to start burning some shields and don't want to be throwing my brave bird if I don't need to. So still no shields. Okay, that's fine. I know that this is going to be running Grass Knot and probably Moonblast, so if they throw, yeah, there's the Grass Knot, does absolutely nothing to me. And then out comes the Melmetal. I'm going to need to shield this up, because obviously it is going to be a Rock Slide, and Rock Slide is going to cause me all sorts of problems. So I'm going to throw my next flame charge here, expecting to, well, 100% grab a shield this time. So there's the shield, that's fine. And then let's see what they want to do. So check out the Incinerate damage there. So Incinerate is absolutely chunking away at the Melmetal there. So going to be able to Incinerate down, and at this point they know that this is good game, and off they go. So huge amounts of damage there. So boosted Talonflame, yeah, absolutely ripped that thing to shreds. So if you're in that situation, you want to stay in with the Melmetal, because you'll outpace, I believe, to the 3rd Rock Slide, so you should be able to win that matchup. I'm fairly sure that's how it runs, but happy days, they decided to get out of there. So in this next one, we've got Gyarados, so this is not ideal for me. So I'm going to switch straight out. Unfortunately, I did throw one Incinerate first, but that's fine. I'll swap into my Lapras here and see what they want to do. So Crunch coming through, not going to do too much damage. Was really hoping it would be the Aqua Tail, but that's fine. So going to look to charge this up to a double Surf, and the reason for that is because Surf takes 4 to get to, and a Skull Bash takes 8 to get to. So they might be thinking it's a Skull Bash and draw a shield. Unfortunately, not able to draw the shield, so that is fine. They're going to be throwing another one. Again, not going to charge, not going to shield this up, let it go. It is another Crunch coming through, so that's really unfortunate. And going to throw into the next Surf, and we'll see what they want to do. So possibly get a shield here, because they'll be wanting to hopefully maintain Switch. Nope. So no shield, and let's see if I'm going to be able to charge them down before they can get to a charge move. I can, happy days, and let's see what comes out. So they come out with their own Lapras, and I throw the Ice Beam. This is the wrong move. You want to be throwing Surf against another Lapras. So really bad by me, but I mean, it is what it is. So let's, they're going to charging up a whole lot of energy here, and I'm able to get to a Surf. So this is really good. So to be fair, I 100% should have been throwing back-to-back Surfs there, but unfortunately not able to do so, and they're going to be able to charge me down. So this puts me in a rough spot, because if they throw Surfs, they're going to be able to burn both of my shields pretty quickly on the Talonflame. So I come in with the Venusaur. I'm going to shield this up in case they're running Ice Beam. They have got enough energy, and it is the Ice Beam, so that is an absolutely outstanding shield there. So going to throw the Frenzy Plant here, and this time it looks like I will be getting a shield. They've got 2, so why would they not use it? So just able to beat them to their move, which is absolutely outstanding. Going to shield this one up as well. And let's see, it is the Ice Beam coming through, so that is absolutely massive. So let's look to farm this one up, and they swap to try and catch a charge move here, and I'm going to swap into my Talonflame. I know they've got energy, and unfortunately it looks like I got a little bit of lag, so I didn't actually get an Incinerate off, which is very annoying. Dragon Claws don't do too much damage, to be honest. So able to let that go. Let's see what they want to do. Another Dragon Claw going to be coming through, and it does do a little bit of damage. So I'm charging up to get to back-to-back moves, but let's see if I can get there. So going to throw the Brave Bird because they've got a shield and they'll potentially think I'll Flame Charge first. And able to get to the next Brave Bird. That's absolutely massive. So let's see what they want to do. They're going to let it go. Huge play. So now they've got a shield and Lapras, and they've got one Ice Shard under their belt, and the race is on. So I think I can beat them there, but we'll find out. So this is going to be really, really close. So obviously going to be using the shield now. Stored up a little bit of extra energy and able to get there. So there it is. Able to get to the Frenzy Plant before they're able to get to their next Ice Beam and take the game. So over farming a little bit of extra energy there really worked out an absolute treat for me. Able to take that game. So very, very close game and very lucky to get that win there. So it takes 4 to get to the Surf, 6 to get to the Ice Beam. So able to do it. Happy days. So we'll jump into this next one and see what we get. But so far, so good. Very close matches, some of these. And obviously that first one was very lucky on my part. Trying to catch that charge move. Trying to get a little bit too fancy there. So I had that curse a little while ago. Sometimes keep it simple and just throw those charge moves when you have them. Fancy sack swapping sometimes does not pay off, and it was very clear in that matchup. So we'll jump into this next one and see what we get. So Obstagoon on the lead, so really good for me. Hopefully they're not running, Gunk Shot that can run. It takes 11 to get to the Gunk Shot, so want to be careful here. It takes 5 to get to either of the Night Slash or Cross Chop, and I don't really need to worry about those, so I'll let that go. Expect a a Night Slash to come through, and really hope they do not get the boost. So coming through with another Night Slash here, and again going to chunk away, but able to get to back flame charges here, and so hopefully we'll be grabbing a shield. So they shield up that first one, so absolutely outstanding. Going to be able to throw straight into the next one, and we'll see if we get a shield for this. And no shield, but that's fine. We got one shield, so I'm happy to leave this match with an equal shield. So I will shield this one up. I'll be able to flame charge down, and then I'll have a move to throw on whatever comes in next. So we'll see what comes in next. So I won't have a move to throw because they decided to switch it out, which is fine, but it means they lose switch advantage and I get off a Brave Bird. So that's absolutely spectacular, and it causes me to faint because obviously I had the attack debuff there. So Armored Mewtwo comes out and I go to town to start charging it down. So Armored Mewtwo takes 5 to get to a Dynamic Punch, but it's a Rock Slide, so I'm assuming they have Size Strike and Rock Slide, so still does a lot of damage, but it means I can farm up so much energy. So out comes the Obstagoon, and I'm able to charge that down without using any of that energy, and then out comes the Swampert. So this is absolutely amazing for me, absolutely amazing. So going to be able to throw the Surf here. Does a whole chunk of chip damage. Going to go to the next Surf. They're still not shielding up. Well, they're not shielded. They didn't shield the first one up, so let's see if they want to shield the second one up. So they're not going to shield the second one up there, so fine, I'll just continue to farm. They're going to have to throw energy if they want to take me out here, and they're still not throwing energy, so let's throw into the next Surf. They are going to need to shield that up. Yeah, so shield there, fine. And then let's see what they want to do. So for this, not going to shield this up. If it's a Hydro, it may not even take me out, you know. It doesn't take me out. So now I'm just going to switch straight into my Venusaur and charge it down. I didn't want them to charge up any extra energy to be able to throw back-to-back charge moves. So I'll swap straight in and fast move farm it down before they get a chance to throw a charge move, and so they can't build up energy. So yeah, good game there. So really good seeing that Swampert come out, because obviously, yeah, looking real good for me. Shadow Swampert. So this one I'm going to swap straight into my Lapras, because I want to match up their Shadow Swampert with my Venusaur, and they swap out, which is good for me. And out comes the Escavalier. So it takes 7 for a Drill Run, 8 for a Mega Horn, so just got to be watching that. And this will be hitting for neutral damage, and it is a bit glassy, as you can see. So they're going to have to be a little bit mindful. Lapras is an absolute tank, so let's see what they want to do here. So Drill Run comes through and does do a little bit of chip damage, which is not ideal. It's the counter damage that is really adding up from Escavalier onto the Lapras. So we'll see what they want to do here. So Surf coming through, and they've shielded it up. So really good on my part. And I do expect them to probably try and counter me down here, and not able to get to another Surf. So that would have been absolutely amazing to be able to get to another Surf. Here I'm going to come out with my Talonflame, and I am able to get an Incinerate through before they get to their charge move, and I'm no shielding this because, yes, Drill Run coming through, absolutely spectacular for me. And out comes a Wing Attack Lugia, which is really not, I think it's Wing Attack Lugia, really not ideal for me, because my Venusaur does not want to see it. So going to throw the Brave Bird, and happy days for me. They decide to not shield, so really, really good for me. Do I shield? Do I not? I'm going to shield this up, and it is a Sky Attack coming through, so that's fine. Able to shield that up, and then I'm just going to go straight into the Flame Charge here and see what they want to do. So Flame Charge coming through, and not quite enough to take it out. So really not ideal for me, but that's fine. Let's see. So out comes the Swampert, and I'm just going to throw the Brave Bird here, and hopefully I will grab their last shield. I'll be able to swap into my Venusaur, and not required. So I don't need to swap into the Venusaur because they decided to no shield it. So they were expecting a Flame Charge to come through and wanted to save, but yeah, really good there for me. Able to take that one out, but to be fair, it was a pretty good situation, and able to go 5-0 with that set. So absolutely smashed it there. Really happy with that. That first game was pretty lucky. The rest were close, but solid. So hopefully that was useful for someone on what to do running this team. But let's see what our reward is for a 5-0, and it's a Rufflet. So I'm still actually a little bit excited about Rufflet. Obviously you don't see it very often. Unfortunately, not got one that is shiny yet. So still on the hunt, so still good to see them as a reward. And able to catch it first ball. Absolute brick of a throw. So yeah, ignore that terrible, terrible throw. So that's my set in the Ultra League now. We'll see how that changes. So 22.43 up to 23.15. So that's insane. So 5-0 gets me up quite a lot. So really happy with that. And like I said, thanks for watching. Hopefully it was useful for someone. And I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.